What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making a beat with a new VST that I downloaded. It's called Arcade by Output, and it's basically a sample-based VST which also has a lot of loops and sounds that you can just download online and use in any of your beats. And it's also free for 30 days if you download it using a free trial. I'll put the link in the description below. But let's basically get started. But before we do, let's get started. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Going Viral, and subscribe for more videos, and also comment down below what other videos you want me to do next. Alright, so here we are in FL Studio and I have Arcade all loaded up. So first thing I just want to show you guys is the basic layout of how the plugin works. So over here we have the feed of all the sound kits that you can get, and there's actually so many sounds that it's kind of hard to go through them and find what you like, but I guess that's a good thing. And then here is another way you can go through them. This is just all the different kits that organized by their names and stuff. So a kit that I really liked, just going through it these past couple of days, is After Hours. It's kind of like chilled out sounds. So as you can see, if I go in here, it kind of has a description of it, and then over here is what elements, what kind of sounds it has. And here's the different kits, and you can actually download it. Each has a different sound, different vibe to it or whatever. So let's say if we want to go with Space Case, you can hit play and it brings you to this screen, and this is the screen that you can play with, and basically all the white keys is all the different samples that you can trigger, and the black keys is how you can manipulate the samples. So let me show you guys what I mean. So if I click on this, you can see that's a sound right there, but if I click on it and hold another key, like a black key, it can reverse it or trigger the different sound effects. So that's a reversed one. And then this, so I'm pressing the black key while I'm holding down the white key, and it gives it a different effect. And you can also go here and mess with all of these. There's a lot of effects that you can actually play with to get different sounds. And one of the most important things that is really, if you want to make a beat with any of these sounds, you have to keep in mind the key. So if you already have different sounds and you want to add something on top of it, you got to make sure it's in the right key, and it's pretty easy to really navigate with it. So it gives you a ton of options. And then another thing that it has is it has a bunch of loops, and the loops are kind of just instead of playing it, you can just drag and drop, I guess, into make a new kit for yourself. So if I want to download this, hear that, and if you want to download it, you can just kind of drag and drop and make a new kit. But today we're going to be using just one of the already pre-made sounds. I guess we can start with After Hours and see what we like. So I'm going to go back to kits over here, and let's just go through, see what I downloaded, because I really liked, I think it was called Future Bliss over here. So let's try this one. So I really like actually the designs of all the plugins, also all the different sound kits. It gives it a really cool feel. So I'm just gonna start playing something. Let's see what we like. So already off the bat, that's really cool, but let's see what else we have. I actually like this, the one on this one, the loop on that. So I guess let's just start recording. Put that down. Oh, it's gonna have to be way longer than that, I guess. It's I guess 4 bars. Yeah, so let's put that down as an initial melody pattern. So I actually kind of love how it's reversed at the end. These chords are played out in some sort of synth or something, but it's really cool. And then you can also go in here and press edit and change all that, but I'm not gonna get that complicated with it right now. So after that, that's basically our first chord progression. After that, let's add something else. So let's go back into Arcade, and I really want to add some vocal chops. Another kit that I really love out of here is Hooked. It's basically a bunch of vocal chops, which are pretty crazy. So let's just read Alien R&B. I don't know, we'll just pick something. All right, so we gotta make sure that it's in the same key as the previous one. So let's see what key this one was in. It's in G sharp minor, so we gotta change that to minor, and then change it to G sharp minor. All right. So let's check out these sounds. So let's check out these sounds. These are cool, but I want something like more high pitched, I guess. So let's just try the alien R&B. We gotta change it to G sharp minor. that's so loud. But okay, let's try it and see how it sounds with these chords. So I came up with this using Absolute Silicon. It's one of the kits in Hooked, and I came up with this pattern. Let's hear it all. So it already sounds like pretty vibey. So I'm gonna start adding some drums, and I guess we'll see what else we need to add. So I'm feeling like some like claps or something in here, so instead of like a harsh snare. So let's go through some of these kits and see what we like. And then I like just kind of getting my sounds together and then trying to, you know, put them together. And then I also want like a really short snare, or a short hi-hat, I mean, so this one will work probably. And then also we need a lot of perks, since that will make it really vibey. You know, you gotta add a bunch of background elements, like ear candy almost for the listeners. So alright, so let's just lay down a basic pattern of the drums, and I like to keep my drums in a single pattern, and then I split them out to split by channel, and then when I'm organizing the beat. But it's easier to, you know, get them together in a single pattern when you're making it. So alright, so let's hear that, kind of play it, and I'll just put it on a loop. And then let's just put the hi-hats and you know, 2-step, and then we can add the rolls and stuff later. It's already sounding pretty cool with just the drums, but of course gotta spice up the hi-hats, so let's see what we can do with that. And then a shortcut that I really like using is Control U, you know, changing it to 2-step if you want a 2-step roll, and then Control U and it automatically brings the roll. And then maybe we can do it another here. And then over here I'm feeling like a 4th one, a shorter one. And then on these I like to, you know, remove these last notes, and it gives it like a tighter feel almost. Like that, but maybe remove one more. And then we can also like pitch it down. Actually, just keep it like that. And then with these, take them way down, because you don't want it to be like super loud. You just kind of want it to be in the background. So that's with the hi-hats. And then let's put some perks down. And then with these, kind of want them to be louder, so. So that's the perk pattern that I came up with. And then let's add like a snare in there. I really like that one. Just kind of like a alternating snare with the clap that we have. And then for that one, I'm just gonna go with the basic pattern, you know. I'll just copy that for the second part of the bar. Alright, so now let's add an open hat, and this is the open hat that I want to add. And then the pattern, actually with my open hats first, I want to, so this one's kind of like off, so I'm going to use the sample, start sample to bring it up so it starts on time. And then with my open hats, I like to, get this envelope on a square, and what that does basically is that when the note ends, the sample ends, so you can really make the hi-hat, open hat, shorter, and then you can like trigger it the way you want. I feel like that better. So that sounds pretty cool. Alright, now let's just add the 808, but before that I want to put everything in the mixer so we can kind of like get it organized. Alright, so that's that, and then this is the main sound, this is the synth, and before I put in the 808 I want to EQ out some of the low end so it doesn't clash with the 808, like it's not too muddy or anything. And then also, I like to stereo enhance the main melody or the main chords progression in most of my beats, just to give it a bit more atmosphere. You don't want it to be like too much in the center. Alright, so let's add in the 808 now, and for the 808, this is the sound that I picked. Just kind of like a short Pierre type 808, but with a little distortion. And then let's go to the piano roll, but first, you gotta figure out what these chords, what the root notes are, but I guess we can do that if we go an octave up. Oh, first don't forget to do the box, because otherwise it'll sound like shit. And then cut itself just so the notes end when the other note hits, because you don't want them overlapping. That's the worst thing you can do, rookie mistake. Alright, so this is the 808 pattern that I came up with, and it sounds like this. So yeah, pretty much like that. And then next, let's add a kick. So for the kick, this is the kick that I picked, and for the kick I usually don't like to copy the 808 pattern because I wanted the kick to be kind of doing its own thing, but also hitting on the same notes as the 808 sometimes, but you gotta also make it like unique to give it more bounce. Alright, so this is the kick pattern that I came up with. Alright, so that's the basics of this beat, but now let's arrange it and split by channel. So for arranging it, I usually just delete everything and then go over here and press shift, and then get everything in the mixer first, so, or in the playlist I mean. So then I'm gonna basically copy this around, move this around over here, copy this, and then take this, copy it, put it back here. So this is gonna be like a little intro, and for the intro I'm gonna just take the drums out and have that play, and gonna copy this for the hook to make it twice as long. Alright, so I did a slight mix and also arranged everything, so let me show you guys what the final beat sounds like. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys thought of the beat that I made down in the comments below. And also let me know what other tutorials you want me to make in the future. And make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be posting a lot more videos soon. And then also go follow me on Instagram and Twitter @GoingViral. Peace.